Welcome to Beers with Brian. And I'm Brian. All right, this is the Here We Go edition. All right, we are ramping up here at Brokerage Brewing. We've been building our menu, buying food, and of course, hiring awesome people to our team to serve you our just right cuisine. Now, we are almost fully staffed up in the kitchen, but we could still use a few more curators. So if you're listening to this and you know somebody that loves food and is looking for some work and is honest and dependable and reliable and teachable and all the good things, send them to us. We want them on our team. All right. We got food coming from Cisco. We've got food coming from Hammerstone Ranch to get that initial menu rolling out, which is going to feature the Brokerage Burger, the Fry Flight, say that 10 times fast, and the Brokerage Brownie Sundae, and what I'm about to show you next, our hand-twisted pretzel. Let's go. All right, we're here in the kitchen. All right, I'm going to show you how we shape and boil and bake our pretzels. Hand-twisted, homemade pretzels, okay? So here we have some pretzel dough that was made yesterday, and it's been rising overnight. We're gonna take this guy, we're gonna cut him. We're gonna take this guy, cut him even further. I wanna make sure that these are all about 5 ounces. All right, after we've got the dough portioned off, we're gonna start stretching it. We're gonna get it into like a rope. We're gonna get it longer and longer. All right, now we've let these guys rest for a little bit. We're gonna take it and stretch them just a little bit longer, so they're about, 30 inches or so. All right, now we stretch it out. We're gonna stretch it into a U shape here, about 30 inches long. Got a little water over here, so we're gonna dab a little bit of water on the landing spot for the twists. We're gonna give it the old double twist and then fold it down. Boom. It's just that easy. It's a pretzel. It's just that easy. Okay, over here is our boiling brine bath. So this is a brine made of baking soda and brown sugar and water. And this is gonna be lower the alkalinity. This is gonna change the texture of the crust and give it that kind of chewiness. You know what you're looking for, the chewiness, all right? So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna take these bad boys and we're gonna throw them in here. They only need to be in here for about 20 to 30 seconds. So next, we're gonna slide them onto here. All right, and from here, we're gonna bake it in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna make sure that you salt these guys a little bit with some pretzel salt or kosher salt before you stick them in the oven. And turn it. Ooh, it's getting golden brown. They're ready! Oh my gosh, my pretties. They're so pretty. All right, now we're gonna let these guys chill out on the cooling rack. And finally, the last step before we serve it to you is to fry this boy just for about 1 minute to crisp it up just a touch before we put it on the plate. So we'll see how that looks here in 30 seconds. And the last step is plating it up just for you. Order up. All right, what'd you think of that? That's kind of cool, huh? We twist them up and make them and boil them and do all the things. I mean, this is like homemade cuisine. This is hospitality at its finest, and we can't wait for you to try that signature pretzel. All right, let's go with my weekly beer recommendation. This beautiful reddish, pinkish seltzer. That's right, our very first seltzer. This is called opacity continuum, and it's cranberry flavored. So this is a brand new style of seltzer. This is a West Lafayette style seltzer. And you're probably thinking, what does West Lafayette seltzer mean? Well, it means, as opposed to making sort of a base seltzer and just squirting in some cherry, squirting in some lime, squirting in some pineapple, we literally poured the maximum amount of cranberry puree allowed by law. 49% of the sugars in this seltzer come from the cranberry, and 51% come from dextrose, corn sugar, other sugars, right? So that make it still a fermented grain beverage, which is technically a beer. So, but the result of using all that fruit, if we went the other way, 51% fruit, we'd have wine. Yeah, so this is almost like a wine. It's dry, it's super fruity, but there's no, there's not a lot of sugar. So it's not like a cider. This is gonna be a very dry seltzer, okay? And it is spot on. 4.8 ABV and no IBUs because there's no hops in a seltzer. So come on down, get you some opacity continuum. We're gonna try and keep this on all year round, so look out for the next flavor. It might be pineapple or something fun like that. So if you're coming down to BBCO Eats next week, once we get open, you're probably wondering, where do I come in? How do I do this thing? Okay, so if you have kids, you're gonna wanna come to our main entrance, which is by the big, huge Craft Eats sign mounted on the wall. If you're coming in just with 21 and over people and wanna just find a seat at the bar, that is fine. And eventually we're gonna add some carry-out, online ordering carry-out to the menu, and that will be our middle front door. And if you want more information on all these doors, keep an eye out. Stacy is posting a video with how do I move about the BBCO space. So check that out, coming up soon. All right, next week we'll have food. Monday we get started. If you're coming down, reservations are gonna be available, not required. There'll be walk-ins available, but we'll have a link posted soon on our website, on our Facebook, on all the places we can post it. Look for that link to get a reservation for a table. And yeah, come on down, have some fun. All right, good food. Here we go. So like, subscribe, comment, mask up. I want to get this place back to maximum capacity, so we all need to be safe and move forward from here. All right, cheers, everyone.